In a time when judges ruled the land of Israel and famine covered the fields like a shadow, a family left Bethlehem in search of food and hope. A man named Elimelech traveled to Moab with his wife Naomi and their 2 sons. In that foreign land, the sons married Moabite women Ruth and Orpah, but tragedy soon followed. Elimelech died. Then, one by one, Naomi's sons also died. 3 women were left alone, bound together by grief. Naomi heard that the famine in Bethlehem had ended. With a heavy heart, she prepared to return home. She turned to her daughters-in-law and said, "Go back to your families. May you find new husbands and new lives." Orpah wept and kissed Naomi goodbye, but Ruth held tightly to her. "Do not ask me to leave you," Ruth said. "Where you go, I will go. Your people will be my people, and your God, my God." So together, the 2 widows walked the long road to Bethlehem. When they arrived, the town stirred with whispers. "Is this Naomi?" people asked. But Naomi replied, "Do not call me Naomi, which means pleasant. Call me Marabita, for my life has been filled with sorrow." Yet hope was closer than she knew. To survive, Ruth went to gather leftover grain in the fields, a task for the poor. By what seemed like chance, she entered the field of a man named Boaz. But it was more than chance. Boaz was a relative of Naomi's late husband. Boaz noticed Ruth. He had heard of her loyalty to Naomi. He told his workers, "Protect her. Leave extra grain for her to gather." Ruth was surprised by his kindness. Boaz said, "May the Lord reward you for caring for your mother-in-law and trusting in him." Day after day, Ruth worked faithfully. Naomi realized Boaz could be their kinsman redeemer, a man who could restore their family's future. Following Naomi's guidance, Ruth respectfully approached Boaz and asked for his protection and redemption. Boaz was honored. "There is another relative closer than I," he said, "but if he declines, I will redeem you." At the city gate, before witnesses, Boaz settled the matter. The other man declined. So Boaz declared, "Today, I redeem Naomi's family line. Ruth will be my wife." And so, Ruth, the foreign widow, became Boaz's bride. In time, they had a son named Obed. The women of Bethlehem said to Naomi, "Praise be to the Lord, who has not left you without hope." Naomi held the child in her arms, and her bitterness turned to joy. Obed would become the grandfather of King David, and Ruth, once poor widow from Moab, became part of a royal lineage. Her story reminds us that loyalty is never wasted, that kindness is never unseen, and that even in our darkest chapters, God may be writing a greater story. And sometimes, the smallest acts of faith lead to the greatest legacies.